Number 21. Given 2 points, E and F, find the slope of the line that is determined by points E and F. So, start with the formula. The formula for slope, M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's rise over run. So again, we're going to use x1, y1, x2, and y2. So m equals y2 1 minus a negative 5 over negative 8 minus 4. 1 minus negative 5 is plus 5, which is 6. Negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. And the slope has to be in the simplest terms, so 6 over 12 reduces to 1 over 2. And don't forget your negative sign. Slope is negative 1/2. 22. Coordinates of point A are 8, negative 4. The midpoint of AB is 6, negative 3. Find the coordinates of the other endpoint. Okay, on this one, we're given the midpoint, so we need to find the other endpoint. This is going to be the difference. So this one we solve by drawing a picture. We're given point A, and the whole line is AB. So A there, B here, and this will be the midpoint. Coordinates of A are 8, negative 4. So 8, negative 4. Midpoint is what we're finding. And the midpoint we're given 6, negative 3, and we're trying to find the other endpoint. Well, if we look at the x-coordinates, we notice that from 8 to 6, we're subtracting 2. So if this is the midpoint, the distance between these are going to be the same between here and here and here and here. So if this is negative 2, if we subtract 2 again, it gives us 4 for this endpoint. For the y-coordinate, we should notice that we're going from negative 4 to negative 3. We're adding 1. So if we add 1 again to negative 3, that gives us negative 2. So the coordinates of B are 4, negative 2. If you want to check that, you'll see you've got 8 and 4 here. Halfway between it is 6. Negative 4 and negative 2, right between that is negative 3. So the answer checks out. 23. State which angles are congruent and the method of congruence. If no triangles are congruent, state the triangles are not congruent. Okay, over here, remind us of the different postulates that we have. We have side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, 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 angle, angle, side, and HL. HL is going to be used for right triangles. Let's look at the first one. First one, we've got a side and an angle marked. Triangle ABC, but nothing else. Same over on this side, we need something else. So if we've got a side and an angle, look at our possibilities here. Side, angle, side, we need to decide. This one, well, that's a reflexive side. It's shared by both triangles, so we know that it is congruent to itself. So we'll make it congruent there. Now we need to write a congruent statement. On the left, we asked you to write alphabetical order. So A, B, C is congruent to triangle. Let's see, we want A, B, C. We're going to have A, D, C. A, D, C. And the rule is side, angle, side. 24. And I've got right angles in this one, so I'm going to check the HL first. But right now, all I've got is an angle and a side. Since this is a right angle, the side across from it is the hypotenuse, which is the H in our postulate, and we know that this is congruent to itself. So for this triangle down here, we've got a leg and the hypotenuse. One up here, we've got a corresponding leg, the same one, and hypotenuse, so we're going to use HL for this. So on the bottom, bottom, let's do that alphabetical order. Triangle BCD is congruent to, so we went down and then over, we're going to go down and over BAD. Triangle BAD, and the rule that we used is HO. Alright, 25. Let's see. Alright, we've got some more right angles here, but we don't know anything about hypotenuse this time, so we're going to have to look for something else. Let's see. Well, these cross here. I know that this angle is congruent to that one. Now it looks like I've got angle, side, angle, so it does work. So on the left, we're going to have a triangle ABC is congruent to, let's see, we went down and then over, down and over, triangle EDC by angle, side, angle. 26. Let's see, well, first of all, let's go ahead and mark that reflexive side congruent to itself. Now, when I see these arrows, that means I should be looking for alternate interior angles, or the Z shape. I know that this one is alternate interior to this one right here. Now let me see what I got. I've got an angle, and a side, angle, side, so that's our rule, angle, side. You can see how they match up. Well, if I do this one alphabetical, ABC, triangle ABC is congruent to, let's see, we're going 2, 1, 0. So 2, 1, 0 this way would be CDA. Triangle CDA, and the rule is angle, side. This one, I see these two sides here, and I immediately know that I can mark this equal to itself. So now I've got 3 sides, which is the last of our postulates. So on this one, let's use the top ABC. Triangle ABC is congruent to going down 1 and then through the middle, so down 1 through the middle, DBC. DBC. And the rule is side, side, side. 28. Measure of 2 supplementary angles are in the ratio of 3 to 5 to determine the measure of the smallest angle. Well, they're supplementary, so we know that they're going to have to equal 180 altogether. They're in the ratio of 3 to 5. Now, the procedure that we learned, whenever we have a ratio like this and it's equal to something else, we just need to multiply this by something to get the total. So if we do that, we've got 8x equals 180 divided by 8. That's 22.5. So x equals 22.5. However, we're looking for the smallest angle, so we're going to have to plug this in. The smallest number I have is 3x, so we're going to do 3 times 22.5 equals 67.5 degrees. So our answer is 67.5. 29. We're told PQB is similar to JLR, and they give us measurements and they ask us to determine PB. Okay, so for PQB similar to JLR, first I'm going to draw the pictures. So PQB and JLR, if I put them in the same position when I draw them, then all I have to do is match up the sides. So JR is 3, LR is 8, and QB is 16. And they asked us to find PB, so I'll make that X. Well, if these are similar, we know that the angles, or the sides have to be proportional, not congruent. So let's just set up a proportion. We have x over 3 equals 16 over 8. Cross multiply, we've got 8x equals 48. Divide by 8, x equals 6. Which is PB. Alright, 30. Quadrilateral SNOW similar to quadrilateral DTE. They give us measurements and give us a perimeter, and we have to find the other perimeter. So, let's go and draw our pictures. And when we label this, we have to go in order around the shape. So S, N, O, W. And then the other one is D, A, T, E. Now we write down measurements. NO is 15. AT is 40. They give us the perimeter of SNOW is 240. I'm going to write that in the middle. Perimeter equals 240. And they asked us to find the perimeter of DOTE. So this is going to be P equals X. So we can just set up a ratio, 240 over X. 240 over X equals 15 over 40. Cross multiply, that gives us 15. X equals 9,600. Divide both of those by 15. And X equals 640.